Hi girls, today is Baomer, and I want to remind you that in Eretz Israel last year we have a big loss of 45 people in Miron, which reminding me that we always want to go to Miron. We always want and promise like Bezrat Hashem, if I will have a child, if Bezrat Hashem, if I will have something that I want, so I promise that I will go to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and bring nedava, bring some donation. And the Hilula, what is Hilula? A lot of people call it Yotzard. Yeah, it is like another definition for Yotzard, but it's more into it because it's not only Yotzard, it's Hilula. Hilula meaning we're celebrating of death of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. We're celebrating because this is what he asked us to do. And Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, I want to tell you how a big segula and what the big day is today, that we all should take advantage of this big day today. And remember that we want to go to Miron, but we can't. Some people just can't go just because they live here or just because they just can't. And this year a lot of people cannot go because it was a lot of restriction over there, which is understanding because we lost a lot of people last year. And this is their Memorial Day and their Yotzart, but it's a Hilula of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, which it said that whoever is coming to his grave can pray and ask, and whatever he asks, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai would stay in tefillah, in prayer, and Be'ezrat Hashem, he will get what he's asking for. So, but I decided today to give you a different story about Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. That I always used to say that on challah parties or sometime when I want to really try to calm people and believe in Hashem, believe in prayer, believe in that special days. And today is almost the day that we can pray, and Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai promised us that this is the day that he can actually cancel or delete or change the gzera, chas v'chalila, if someone has a gzera to not bring children in the world. So with a prayer for the zechut of the Bar Yochai can change the mazal of having kids. I myself was evident to some girls in my groups that I'm teaching, that they did pray and ask, if Hashem will give me a son, I'm gonna call him Shimon. I have girls like that some of them called Shimon, some of them just promise that they will do some different things, and you know what, it's really worked. And these girls really have kids, and I have more and more stories, but this is not the place to say all my stories. Today I really want to give you a different side of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Like usually people don't know, and usually I say it in different occasions, but today I want to tell you who is Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, and how he born, to who he born. And there is a story that I used to say it in a different way, for some reason, I didn't know the right story, but now I find out that in the book of Nachalat Moshe, let me see, what was the book? Nachalat Moshe, that that book says how actually he was born, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. What is Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai? Rabbi Shimon, it's Rabbi Shimon that we doing the Hilula. And the Bar, in the Gemara, Bar, it's Ben, son of Yochai. Yochai was his father, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. So, Rabbi Yochai was a father of Rabbi Shimon, and his wife was Sarah. They didn't have kids for a long time, 10 years, and Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai thought to himself, like, maybe it's a time to, to separate and see, Bezat Hashem, that we will be separate, and each of us going to be in a different way and path, and we would have children. So Sarah, his wife, heard that, and she said, like, Yochai was big Talmid Chacham, and he was very rich and was very nice, and she don't want to miss him. She don't want to separate from such a person. It's very hush of a person, and she want to be together with him. So what she should do? When she heard that night, she cried so much to Hashem and prayed that her husband saw a dream. In the dream, he see trees and angels coming and giving water to the trees, and some trees have more fruit, some less, but he was landing on the tree with no fruit, and he was watching all over, like, wow, what's going on here? Why this tree have no fruits and no water? So all this happened before Rosh Hashanah, all this conversation between Yochai and Sarah was before Rosh Hashanah, the time when Hashem signing us for the next year, for good life. If this year somebody gonna have children, not gonna have children, gonna have parnasa, not gonna have parnasa, who's gonna die, who's gonna live, who's gonna born, who's gonna die. All these things on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur was signed up by Hashem. So Erev Rosh Hashanah, he saw a dream, and he was looking like, why not to us? Why you don't give water? He want to ask the angel, why you don't give a water to this tree, my tree? And the malach, the angel, was, oh, okay, no problem. He gave him a small bottle of a water, and he opened it and pour it around the tree, and all of a sudden the tree started to give fruit. So when he wake up in the morning, he came to Sarah, his wife, and he said, Ema banim smecha, hallelujah. Don't worry, honey. Everything gonna be okay. This is before Rosh Hashanah. Hashem Bezat Hashem heard you, and everything gonna be okay. You will have kids, and everything is okay. So Sarah told him, yeah, I understand that. Could be. She know how much she cried. And she sure that Hashem listened to her. But she said, but I don't understand why everybody got so much water and I got only so little. He said, like, you know what? I also not sure. what's going on here? What was the reason? Let me go to the chief rabbi and ask him, what happened? And he went to the rabbi and he said, Rabbi, I saw that dream with tree, and some trees has fruit, some not, and the angel was giving water to this, to that, and some nothing. And when he came to me, he took off a small bottle of some drops of water, put it on my tree, and I got few fruits. The rabbi looked at him and he said, you know what? Your dream is very true. Be'ezrat Hashem, ka'et chaya, this 9 months, Be'ezrat Hashem, you will have a children, Be'ezrat Hashem. But you should know, it's all happened, and this small bottle, this is all the tears your wife cried all this year to have a kid. So, be'ezrat Hashem, bezechut these tears of her, of your wife, you're gonna have a kids. And from this tears, from this crying, the gzera, that she's not gonna have kids, because of the tears and prayer, Hashem gave her, guess who? Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Shimon ben Yochai, his father. So she was zoche, b'schut her praying, to have a kids. And Be'ezrat Hashem, we know so many stories of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai that he has a power. So if you can't even go to be around the fire for some reason, you give birth, you have small kids, you don't have time, so you can just put some 24 hours candles or whatever it is, and do a small fire around your house, and play and dance and put a beautiful music. Bar Yochai, nimshachta ashrecha, shemen sason vechaverecha, and pray and cry. Be'ezrat Hashem. I know that you girls, you guys, whoever it is, you have more than small battle. We have a lot of battles. Let's put them together, and Hashem and the angel should open one by one and give on your tree all what you want. One kids, boy, girls, chatan, kala, parnasa tova, shlom bayit, everything you want. This is the time, because it's like Yom Kippur. Everything can change. It's a very big opportunity, even the most opportunity of the year. And I just forgot to tell you that Erev Rosh Hashanah was all that discussion with Yochai and Sarah, and exactly 9 months after, on Shavuot, he was born. But in Lag Baomer, he was died, and he left us that the Zohar HaKadosh, the Kabbalah Kedusha, so you can open that book and read. No matter if you understand or don't understand it, it's gonna take place and cover, surround you, all that Kedusha, and ask whatever you want. And with the fire, with the prayer, Hashem will listen to you, and בעזרת השם יהפוך את הגזרות לבשורות טובות בעזרת השם. And בזכות רבי שמעון בר יוחאי, we should bring with our tears to each of us and you ברכה, מזל, הצלחה, בשורות טובות, and בעיקר בניית בית המשיח, ובעניין בית המקדש במהרה בימינו, אמן סלע. See you tonight.